Choosing the right dough for dumpling wrappers. The key to tender dumplings starts with the perfect wrapper dough. A basic dumpling dough consists of flour, water, and a pinch of salt, but the ratio and method of mixing determine its texture. Using hot water creates a softer dough, perfect for steamed or boiled dumplings. Cold water results in a firmer dough, ideal for pan frying. Knead the dough until smooth and elastic, then let it rest for at least 30 minutes to develop flexibility, making it easier to roll into delicate wrappers. Rolling out thin, even wrappers. To achieve thin, delicate wrappers, divide the dough into small pieces and roll each one into a ball. Flatten each ball with a rolling pin, working from the center outward to keep the edges thinner than the middle. This ensures even cooking and prevents thick, doughy bites. If using store-bought wrappers, cover them with a damp cloth to keep them from drying out. Homemade wrappers provide better texture and absorb broth and flavors more effectively in soups. Selecting the best dumpling fillings. The filling should be moist and flavorful without being too watery. Traditional fillings include ground pork, chicken, shrimp, or tofu, combined with finely chopped cabbage, scallions, mushrooms, or chives. Adding a bit of ginger, garlic, soy sauce, and sesame oil enhances depth of flavor. For extra juiciness, some chefs mix in a bit of gelatin-based broth, which melts when cooked, creating a rich, soup-filled bite inside the dumpling. Balance is key. Too much moisture can break the delicate wrappers. Proper folding techniques for dumplings. Folding dumplings correctly ensures they hold their shape and cook evenly. Place a small amount of filling in the center of each wrapper, then moisten the edges with water to help them seal. Fold the wrapper in half, pressing firmly to remove air pockets. For a pleated edge, pinch the dough along one side while pressing it against the other. This technique helps the dumplings stay closed and adds an elegant, restaurant-quality appearance. If making soup dumplings, ensure the seal is tight to trap the flavorful broth inside. Cooking dumplings for the perfect texture. The best cooking method depends on the type of dumpling. Boiled dumplings should be gently stirred in simmering water until they float, then cooked for a few more minutes to ensure the filling is fully cooked. For steamed dumplings, place them in a bamboo or metal steamer lined with parchment paper to prevent sticking. Steaming preserves their delicate texture and keeps the wrappers soft and chewy. Pan frying creates crispy bottomed dumplings, but for soup dumplings, boiling or steaming works best. Making a flavorful broth for soup dumplings. A great dumpling soup starts with a rich, aromatic broth. Use homemade or high-quality store-bought chicken, pork, or vegetable stock. Simmer the broth with ginger, garlic, scallions, soy sauce, and a touch of rice vinegar for added depth. For an extra umami boost, a small amount of dried mushrooms or kombu, seaweed, can enhance the broth's richness. The dumplings absorb the flavors as they cook, creating a deeply satisfying and comforting dish. Adding vegetables and noodles to the soup. To make the soup heartier, add bok choy, spinach, carrots, or mushrooms a few minutes before serving. This keeps the vegetables tender but not overcooked. Some dumpling soups also include thin rice noodles or wheat noodles, which soak up the broth and add texture. A final drizzle of sesame oil and chili crisp brings warmth and depth to the dish. These additions ensure a well-balanced, nourishing meal that highlights the dumplings without overpowering them. Seasoning and garnishing the soup. Proper seasoning enhances the dumpling soup's overall taste. A splash of soy sauce, black vinegar, or a pinch of white pepper can elevate the broth. Toppings like sliced scallions, fresh cilantro, sesame seeds, or crispy garlic add texture and freshness. For a spicy kick, a spoonful of homemade chili oil or Sichuan peppercorn oil provides a bold contrast to the dumpling's delicate flavors. Customizing garnishes allows you to create a perfectly balanced and flavorful bowl. Common mistakes to avoid. One common mistake is overfilling dumplings, which can cause them to burst during cooking. Another is not sealing them tightly, leading to filling leakage. Using too much flour when rolling wrappers can make them dry and tough, while overcooking results in chewy, gummy textures. For soup dumplings, avoid boiling them too vigorously, as it can break the wrappers. Cooking them gently and ensuring proper sealing are key to achieving restaurant-quality dumplings. Enjoying homemade dumpling soup anytime. Once you master the technique, making homemade dumpling soup becomes an enjoyable and rewarding experience. Whether you prefer classic pork and chive dumplings, shrimp dumplings, or vegetarian options, the combination of delicate wrappers, juicy fillings, and flavorful broth creates a comforting and satisfying dish. Dumpling soup is perfect for cold nights, family gatherings, or anytime you crave a warm, nourishing meal packed with authentic flavors.